What is up, fellow experiences? KV here, and I am here on my storm, and I am here on Wizards, and I want to talk about a few things. I'm going to be talking about my gear, and what's going on with that, and storm PvP, and also going to be talking a little bit of like the new world and my thoughts on it and what's to come. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the new world really fast. The new world, basically, if you've been following Wizards on social medias, or if you were, I believe they talked about it in the live stream that they do, Kings Out Live. Not sure, I didn't watch it because I was at work, and I actually saw it on Twitter. Basically, if you go to wizard101.com/coming2015, you're going to look at, I guess, kind of like a sneak peek of it. I'm not going to be pulling it up because probably mostly everybody already saw it. But basically, it's a whole bunch of penguin posters, and one of them actually falls down and it shows like a guy fishing or something of that sort. So yeah, there's probably gonna be fishing right away in the new world, which is actually something that they don't do. Like, currently fishing is only up to Celestia, and Celestia is a world that was released long ago. Like, if we look at all the worlds that we have, there's fishing in Wizards, Croc, Marleybone, Mushu, Dragonspire, Grizzleheim, and Celestia. So they're currently on here. There is none for Pigswick Academy, Safaria, Avalon, Azteca, or Chrysalis. And neither is there in Wintertusk, but that's kind of part of Grizzleheim, so I don't know, take that as you may, it doesn't really matter. But like, there's still needs to be fishing like in those places. Most likely there will be at one point. They're probably just working out like all the bugs and doing a whole bunch of testing at the moment, which is something you have to do when you're creating something new. You have to do a whole bunch of testing and yada yada yada. I think you get the idea, and that's why things take a while to get out. I know a lot of people from the community probably gets mad about pirates not having an update for like years, but it's just, it takes time for that. And the reason like I say that is because like I understand it. I just wish that pirates would more give us kind of like an update, maybe, of like what they're doing. Like maybe just a sneak peek, like this coming in a year or two. Like I'll be cool with that. It's just like a little sneak peek or something. I don't know, just a little update. Hey, we're working on book 15, I believe, or okay, sorry, we were talking about Wizards, but yeah, stuff like that. Anyways, so probably there's gonna be fishing in Polaris. There's like a 90% chance that it's gonna be Polaris. Well, 95. It's really high that it's gonna be Polaris because we know that the ice world is Polaris and it's indicating penguins. So I mean, put 2 and 2 together, it could be that. Or it could be something completely new that we never even heard of, which I doubt, but there is that possibility, you know. Anyways, so most likely it's going to be Polaris. I don't know if they actually confirmed it, like Polaris, the name, but 99.99% sure it's Polaris. There's that 0.01% that it could be something else, but, it's going to be Polaris. So, yep, looking forward to Polaris. Fall actually starts in a few days. Like in Pirates, they're actually going to be changing it to the fall season in PvP. I'm not sure on how much days, but fall is actually coming really soon. I don't know if it's going to come the beginning of fall or maybe somewhat in the middle of fall. I think it's going to be coming maybe for the maybe like October-ish, beginning of October, maybe the next September, maybe like mid-October. I don't know. For Wizards, they usually update kind of faster. Because usually I'm like, oh, they're not gonna update it for a long time, and then they update it, and I'm like, oh, really? Okay, I wasn't even ready. So I don't know. I'm expecting it like really soon rather than later, because they always do that. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I have a few days to trying to catch up or whatever, you know, do what I need to do. And they're like, nope, KV, you don't get to play the new world when it comes out. You have to wait for like a week or so or something like that. Because usually, you guys probably know that I work, and I'm usually like working a lot. And then when something comes new, I'm usually a little bit behind when it comes. So yeah, that's why. That's why I say that. So anyways, that's the talk about, you know, new world stuff and what I think. So somewhat maybe end of September, early October, because it said fall, and fall is actually coming up really soon. And I'm actually kind of excited. Maybe we'll see some new spells, which is something I'm really hoping for. Maybe we'll see some new pets. We actually kind of already seen some new pets, but like, I mean, I'm talking about like Polaris pets or whatever. We're definitely going to be getting new gear, which is something I guess I'll talk about a little bit more when I talk about my gear currently, what I have. Hopefully we see some new gear. New mounts are definitely going to be coming out. There's probably going to be a new bundle that comes out sometime this, you know, probably this month or something like that. I don't know. I honestly, like, we're barely mid of this month. Like, we're barely in the middle, and I feel like there's something that they could give us, and they will probably give us this month. So yeah, but hopefully for new stuff, new spells, new I know again, I'm not sure if this is 100% confirmed, but there is going to be like a level increase. I believe it's going to be 110. Currently the max is 100, so at 10 more levels to level up. I'm not sure if Polaris is going to be a super big world that we're going to level up 10 levels, because like that's kind of a lot. Like, just think about like Chrysalis, how it got split up into 2 parts because it was a really big world, and we were only able to go to level 95, and then the other 5 came in the like second part. So Polaris could be another big world maybe if they're going to be releasing 10 levels or something like that. I want to say, like, again, like 95% sure it's going to be 110. Yeah. Again, I'm not really 100% sure. This is just, you know, hearing. This is what I heard, like rumors going around. So yeah, that's what I think. So yeah, I don't think that there's anything else I need to talk about the new world. You know, Polaris should be fun. Definitely going to be doing it when it does come out. For those of you guys who are wondering, I will be covering the new world, just in case you won't be able to go, or just because you want to see it. And currently my only 2 max are my Balance and Storm, so those will probably be the only ones you see me do Polaris, or at least for YouTube. And yeah, you know, we just keep it like that for now. Anyways, that's basically all the new world talk. Let's go ahead and talk about the gear that I have and Storm PvP now. Alright, so I'm going to show you the gear that I currently have. I don't even think I have it to a set. Oh, okay, I do. Never mind. Alright, let me get off this mount. Alright, so let me show you what I got. Oh my gosh, I got a bunch of random stuff. Alright, so for my hood, I got the Malister hood that you get obviously from Darkmoor when you find Malister. I had that for a while, and that pretty much has not changed. It's still the same one. I know that they've released those Exhale dungeons, but I don't really do them because I don't really care so much about the new gear. Some of them are better, like barely, and then some are not, so I'm not too worried about farming for that. I honestly haven't even been doing the new stuff, even though it's technically not new anymore, but whatever. Take that as you may. Anyways, for the robe, I have, again, the Malister cloak. I had that for a while, nothing's changed. And for the boots, same thing, Malister boots, again, nothing has changed for that. You may have noticed that I am wearing, you know, I guess I kind of changed up my look again. I usually tend to do that, you know, just to keep it fresh. I'll probably stick with this probably for like the rest of my wizard life. I don't know. Probably not, but like I actually really do like the hat and the robe. And for the boots, I actually have the, what is it, the angel something. It kind of, it's good for now, but I'll probably try to change it to another pair of shoes or boots or whatever. For the wand, again, I have the Malister one, and I have other ones that I could switch between, like the Jack Hollow's Whaler, which I got. A lot of people have been using the Fortune Teller, or, you know, there's this one, there's the one for Fire, Storm, Ice, and then there's the other one for Life, Myth, and Death. I've basically just been using this one. I don't even think I have the other one. I think I tried to get it, but I wasn't able to get it. Alright, and now we get to the interesting stuff, that stuff I actually wanted to talk about. Basically, I've been farming for jewels for the past few months and, you know, whatnot. And I finally got two. I actually got two. I was like, what? How did that happen? So I got two of the Storm Pierce jewels. So I equipped them to the Blade of the Shadow Palace, which is what I use. I know other people probably use different stuff, but I use this. So I have the two Pierce jewels on it. I have also the 10% accuracy for the Storm, and I need to get a 95 health one, but 5 more health isn't really that much. It's not like the biggest deal. But I will be getting it eventually and swapping those out. So that is what I use for the Athame. For the amulets, I don't have the amulets from, what's her name, Morganthe. I don't have the amulet from her, or I don't have the amulets from Shane from Darkmoor. I did try to get the amulet from both, and I was not able to get any. So basically what I use is the Horizon of Underworld Charm, which is it gives me a lot of health. I really don't use Snowdrift, even though it is actually a cool like card to have, but usually people don't use, like, I don't know, Sprite or Regenerate. They usually don't use that, so I'm pretty much out of luck. And yeah, but it gives, like, I want to say the most health for an amulet. I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is the one I seen that had like a whole bunch of health. So I was like, yeah. And then for the sockets, I have plus 22 flat resist, universal, flat universal resist, which is okay. It's not the biggest deal or whatever. But I just have it for that, like, whatever. It's all good. And then for the tier, I have the 94. 95 is the highest, so, you know, 1 more health. Again, not really that big of a deal, and I probably won't even change it. I'll just leave it like that. Eventually, if I ever get, like, I just poked my eye. If I ever get the amulet from Morganthe, then I'll just put other jewels on it. Or if I get the amulets from Shane, usually everybody goes for the Morganthe amulet because it gives more crit block. But for my balance, I actually have the Shane amulets from Darkmoor because it gives a little bit more resist. It gives 1 more resist and 2 more pierce, which, I don't know, pierce is actually really cool to have. But you probably will want to get the Morganthe one because of the extra block. Because crits are, you know, ridiculous. And yeah, and then for the rings, what do I have for the rings actually? Okay, for the rings, I guess my default ring for like non-PvP battles is it this? I'm not really sure actually. But this is one of the rings that I have, the Alpha and Omega ring, which is from Aquila. I'm not 100% which one it is from. I want to say it is from it's from one of the secret bosses. You probably don't really care too much about it, but that's what I have on it. And everything else I don't think has anything good. I oh, I know that there's a ring that, you know, probably other people have from people in Chrysalis, but again, I don't really care. That's basically how it is. For PvP, I actually have this ring. It's the level 91. There is a level 101 now, which is, I'll probably swap it out or try to get it later. But this is what I have for now, and that's pretty much just the stats for it. The level 101 improves it a little. You still have the same amount of pierce. You have like maybe 25 more health. Not really 100% sure on that. I think you have like 27 block. The damage is increased by 1, so it's 11, and everything else I believe is still the same. I think power crit chance is 14 or something like that. So it's not, again, not that big of an improvement, but I'd rather have that than this, which, like, eventually I'll probably just swap it out when I have enough tickets or whatever, or when I have time to actually go get tickets. And yeah, for the pets, I really don't have like the best pets. Again, it could be improved. There's actually a jewel that you need to craft for the pets. Actually, I don't even think I ever talked about that, but actually, I think I talked about it on my balance, but nevertheless, if you go to the pet pavilion, you can actually buy a jewel that you could craft for your pets. And crafting is the best way to get the pet, and the only way actually, or the best jewels for your pets. Basically, okay, for I have some pets and they're kind of like max or whatever, but this is what I currently have. He is an ultra pet. He has Pain Giver, he has Spell Deafy, he has Maycast Unicorn, which is the talent I want to swap out for Storm Giver. But I just haven't been lucky. And then I have Spell Proof, and I also have Storm Dealer. And then for the jewelry, or the jewel that I have on it, is Storm Giver. You could actually get Storm Dealer, but you have to craft the jewel. And to craft the jewels, you either need, I believe, brass, or I don't recall the other one. I know it's a metal, but I forget which one. We'll probably go check that out later. And then I have other pets that are just like whatever. Like I've been trying to hatch, trying to get it, but I just have not had any luck. So yeah, this is like my main pet for now. For the mounts, I have the one for the bundle. You know, you probably don't really care about that. And for the deck, I actually have 2 decks that I crafted from Darkmoor, which is like something I'm really proud of, again, because I don't know, I'm proud of it. Okay, it's because like I'm not the best fisher or whatever, and I just hate fishing. Well, I used to. It's not so bad anymore, and it's probably not even that hard for other people. Like I'm kind of used to it now. I'm actually going to talk about fishing a little bit in a sec, but basically I had to have the gargoyle fish, which I caught. I still believe I have another one, so if I catch another one I could probably craft another deck, but I'll have to go get moats, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I'll probably have to do it when I have to do it for my fire, but I'm not too worried about that. And yeah, you know, my fire is a whole nother topic. But I actually crafted the triangle one. I have to go get a 10 accuracy for Storm once again, and this is so I just have like an insane amount of accuracy, so I do not for the life of me fizzle. Like, I know that sounds like really OP'd or whatever, but like there is like still chances of me to fizzle. Like if somebody puts a mantle on me or something of that sort, something that decreases my accuracy, I just want to have it so it's like really high, like I have a super low chance of fizzling, and you know, stuff like that. So I currently just have the universal 4 resist jewel on it because it's something that I had and probably something I will never really use. Like, that's why I just put it on like random stuff. And the other one I have is the tier 1, which does actually have the 95 tier jewel on it, which is, you know, something I guess I'm proud of again. Just having, you know, this deck or whatever. So yeah, that's the 2 decks that, you know, I swap between. I have other decks that I'll probably get rid of in the future, because honestly I use the small deck for like farming stuff, and I have like a damage deck or whatever, which is again for like farming stuff, and I just swap out some stuff here and there. Excuse me. Alright, and that is it for pretty much all of the gear stuff. Alright, before we finish off this video, let's go ahead and go to the pet pavilion. And then I also want to talk about fishing really fast. Actually, let me get out my mounts. And rather than making a whole bunch of videos, I'm just talking like all in this video, everything that I need to say for like, I guess, my storm. And besides, you guys love the longer videos, so yeah. Okay, for the storm, alright. It looks like this guy's walking a little bit slower. Doesn't he run a little bit faster? Alright, anyways, if you go to the pet pavilion, you go to this on the left. Well, actually, I guess it's on the right, technically. Talk to this guy in the green. You could either go to this. I think I talked about this on my balance, actually. Recipe shop. What is the other one? If you go to storm. Alright, so I need steel. I don't even know how to get steel. But I'll probably have to try to get this. I probably should go ahead and buy it now. Yeah, and then the other one is brass. Which is weird because look, for the balance stuff you need like 5 brass, and then for some you actually need 4. So, you know, that's kind of a ripoff. I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's fine. And of course I need 5. So I'll probably need to, you know, farm for steel at one point. And, you know, eventually when I get, you know, my god pet or whatever, like my best pet ever, I'll put that jewel on it. So yeah, that is that. Real quick before we actually end off the video, I actually want to go like to, I guess I'll go to Celestia. It doesn't really matter where I go, but I wanted to talk about like fishing and, you know, my current fishing status, I suppose. So let's go to Celestia and let's talk about fishing. Alright, so I haven't really talked about fishing too much, but currently for fishing there's new like fish. You see this ones with little fins on the top or whatever. Those are the fish that will steal your bait. So, you know, be careful for that. I'm not really going to talk about fishing too much, but I just wanted to talk about it really fast. I'm actually level 7 on fishing, which is, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I actually have been going around trying to catch all the fish, which, you know, I guess just trying to catch like all the fish. And currently I actually have caught all the fish in Celestia. Basically the areas that are fishing is in the, you know, the common area, which is where we are now, the base camp, and the floating land. It's the floating mountains in Azteca. The floating lands, and then the Starivian. And those are the, oh, and also the District of the Stars. That's another place where you fish. So those 4 places. All the other places you cannot fish. So District of the Stars is in here. And I caught all the fish here. Like my next step is going to Grizzleheim, which kind of is the hardest place for fishing because they don't have like normal fish. Well, I mean they do have normal fish, but they have like the ranked fish that they have there are like super rare, and like I haven't been able to catch much in Grizzleheim. So yeah, if you want to, I guess I'll go ahead and show like currently my fish status. If you want to just look at this really fast, these are the fish that I currently have. You could go ahead and pause the video if you want to just check, because I don't want to go through all of them because it's going to take a little bit, but yeah, well, I don't want to talk about all of them. And then some I actually got when, you know, it's a limited time only. See, like this one, it's a seasonal fish. So there are those fish, those seasonal fish that are, you know, hard to get. See, like this one is actually an epic fish. So yeah, I believe those are something in. If it doesn't have nothing, that means it's not like, it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of common or whatever. See, for like this fish, for example, this, I want to say it's a rank 2 fish, so it's a little bit harder to catch. And then for like this one, like, for example, this is a rank 3 fish which has the crown. And did I go through all of these? Yeah, so those are kind of harder to catch in a sense. And I didn't catch all the seasonal fish, which is kind of like whatever. Also on this side, it'll show that it's a sentinel fish, which is basically the fish that will steal your bait. Currently there's this myth one, and then there was the fire one in the beginning. This one, as you can see. So yeah, those two. Those fish are actually not too hard to catch. When they come next to your bait, you just press the spacebar and you're pretty much like 80% chance to catch them, unless you press it too early. Like honestly, I caught like all the fish. It's not really too hard to catch, or the sentinel fish. So yeah, this is everything. Again, those are seasonal fish, the ones that have the birthday one. So yeah, that's currently my fishing status, and I'm gonna have to work towards getting all the fish. I actually have also been, for some of the fish you actually craft stuff, and as you can see, I actually did craft some stuff. I crafted, excuse me, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for that. I actually crafted the tapestry to the bazaar, which is what I got right here. I'm actually kind of like happy that I have this, because I kind of hate like walking all the way to the bazaar. Now I could just go home, go and use this, and I'll be automatically to the bazaar. And then we could also go, I have one for the commons. I believe I have some for, what is it? I believe I have one for Krakatopia, to get to the oasis. I'm not 100% sure if that's on my balance or my storm. You know, excuse the mess. I don't really do a whole bunch of stuff here. And you're probably wondering why there's like not a fish in here. Oh, actually, I could put a fish in here. I guess I'll put the Mitkuda. I don't know. Yay, there he is. I don't think I have a big enough fish for that. Nope. The same with the one inside. I don't have a big enough fish. There's one inside. Yeah, in the back. Oh, okay. I guess it is for my balance that I have it. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and put these up. So there's one to the bazaar and one to the commons. See, so now if I just walk up to it, I could go to the bazaar, or if I just want to go to the commons, I could just go there. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I just caught you guys up in a whole bunch of stuff. I still need to get some jewels, you know. I don't really have some jewels, but I'll just have to go get them. And you know, it's just been a lot of farming and trying to get everything. So once I collect everything, and hopefully once I actually get a better pet, I'll start doing like storm PvP, so you guys could start watching that. I'm not 100% sure if I'll get a chance to before the new world comes out, because like I said, usually when I'm working for something, they just release a new world and then it doesn't even matter anymore. So yeah, you know, that stuff happens. Anyways, that's pretty much gonna go ahead and be it. So thank you all so much for watching. You know the thing, actually before we, you know, leave this video or whatever, the thing that's gonna be a bummer is like, what if they have like really good like level 110 gear and then like all the time we spent to get the jewels and put them in on our stuff is gonna be like, nope, it doesn't even matter. There's like a way better app thing in this one. Like it took so long for me to get all that. It's gonna suck. But you know, maybe if you have some jewels and you're not really 100% sure if you should put it on something, you probably shouldn't. Like maybe if I get the jewels, I won't put it on gear right now. If like the test round gets released, I probably won't do that, because I know how hard it is to get them. Some people get them like real easy, but that's just, you know, really good luck. It took me a long time to actually get them, and I still need to get some, which is a bummer. But yeah, anyways, that is going to go ahead and be it. So hope you guys like this update on pretty much all my storm status. I don't think that there's anything else that I really need to talk about for my storm. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Gardening I don't really talk about because I'm a max gardener. Actually no, I'm not. Am I? Nope, never mind. I'm level 15. Alright, whatever. But yeah, I guess that's my status. Oh, actually let me show this off. So this is with this is everything except like my PvP ring. I have the Alpha and Omega ring on, and this is currently my stats. I have 120 damage, and then all the other ones are not really too important, because I don't really use those schools because I'm Storm or whatever. Alright, for the resist, I have 45 resist. You know, it's pretty decent. For the accuracy, I have 44, which is actually pretty high. For the crit rating, I have 74%. For the block, I have 53%, which probably people are gonna be like, wow, whatever, so bad. For the arm prison, I have 42, which is kind of high, but it's actually good for Storm because everybody just like abuses Storm, and yeah, Storm it's kind of a hard school. I know everybody gets mad when people insane bolt or wild bolts, but to be fair, every school has their, you know, messed up card that they abuse. So, you know, whatever. Like for Myth, it's Medusa with their dumb stun. For Death, it's their Juju. There's people who will like spam Juju. What else do they spam? I don't really know. Death kind of gets abused too. Like Storm is the lore master with the spamming. I remember like I did a balanced PvP. I used lore master once, and I was a lore master spammer. Like I only used it once throughout the whole battle, and I was a lore master spammer. So okay, yes. What else? Life, you know, they're life, so they just do a fairy, they crit on that, they have like all the health back, so you know, that's insane. That's just ridiculous. What skill did I miss? Fire, they have their stun from the bear, they have their Ifrit with their 90%. You know, see, every school has their advantage and disadvantage, so I don't understand why people will get mad. Like, especially for Storm, they're like, oh, you did the same boat. Well, you did your Medusa stun me for 2 rounds. That's not even cool. Or you did your lore master. Oh, you spam lore master. You spam lore master. Well, okay, guy, you are doing stuff to me too. I'm not calling you out on the stuff you do. Like, gosh, stop being such a sore loser. There are some times where matches are, you know, bad. Like, they're unfair. Because this just, I don't know. It's just sometimes you do a PvP match and there are sometimes like even when I like win, I'm like, wow, that was uncool. Like that win for me was uncool. Like, and I'll admit it, but some people are just really sore losers. Like I'll lose and I'll be like, okay, whatever, next match or whatever. Did I skip a skull? What the ice? Oh, ice with their insane amount of blocks and how they do the tower shield and steal your tower shield, and then there'll be blading for a whole bunch of rounds, and their bird, their TC bird that gives them a 40 blade for 2 pips. Like what? I bumped the mic, I'm sorry. And then there's stun with the winter moon. Like every school has their own advantage and disadvantage. Stop getting mad for other people. There's sometimes where it's, you know, BS when it's uncool, but most of the time it's, well, actually it's kind of like half of the time it's okay, and then the other half is like, oh, that's uncool, bruh. I don't have an example, but I don't know. The whole thing is kind of messed up, so whatever. Yep, whatever. Oh, and then, you know, with all the shadow spells too. Oh my gosh, shadow spells with the PvP. It's like the life one, they get a shield and absorb, and then for storm, you know, they have their storm bugs, which does a lot of damage and takes off all the blades. For death, they have the Kululu, I don't know what it's called, the spell that takes forever. For mid, they have, actually for mid, I'm surprised it doesn't like stun or anything like that. Like that would have just been like super OP. But yeah, they have their spell, the what is it? An ant? Or is it praying mantis? No, it's not a praying mantis. It's an, is it an ant? What is it? I'm not too sure what it is. Cause it's not a praying mantis. It kind of looks, well, I mean, it's not an ant. I don't know actually. I have to look at it. I don't remember how it looks. They have their spell. For fire, they do fire from above, which is basically kind of like a storm owl. It has like really high attack power or something like that. For ice, they have their woolly mammoth. No, sorry, that's a different spell. They have their yeti thing that gives them like a 75 tower shield. And just like, what is that? For balance, they have their Gaze of Phase, which does 2 attacks that are pretty OP. Depending on, it does a balance and then, you know, a random school. And then it also changes the field to 25% more balanced attacks power. Yeah, so like they, like each school has kind of like their own advantage and disadvantage. Like I said, like it's just it's just something you have to try to work around and figure out a decent strat or something. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. Just talked about that really fast. Okay, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and you guys got a pretty good update on what's going on with my storm. So yeah, that's all the wizard talk for my storm. For my fire, haven't been working on it too much, but like I've been trying to level up. It kind of takes a while because like I don't really have the most time, because you know I'm working on the animation stuff. Just in case anybody hasn't heard, I'm doing animation stuff, and that takes a long time, and it's like I'm still learning, so it's taking even more time. But like eventually my fire will be maxed, and then you know Polaris will come out and I have to do that. Oh my gosh, my fire is never gonna be maxed. And then that's pretty much all there is for now. But for anybody wondering about the animations, it should be coming around in, you know, I want to say in 2.5 weeks or so. So should be interesting. Like again, I'm still learning, and this first episode is just like a whole bunch of me learning still. It's just a learning process. So anyways, that's pretty much it for all that. I will be uploading probably a little bit more to my second channel, my vlogging channel, and be vlogging a little bit more. So if you want to go ahead and follow that, there is a link down in the description. And if you want to follow me on social medias like Twitter, Instagram, you know, my Twitch when I do a live stream or any of that sort, it's all down in the description. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this long video, and I will be working on a whole bunch of other videos too. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, I have been KV, and I am out. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace!